shooting against the Bulls, and what allowed you to do that tonight?
I mean, I told you I was going to bounce back. I mean, I didn't have a good shooting game in Chicago, obviously. Felt like there's shots that I could have made, but it felt like the legs and things just weren't there. And tonight just was focused and coming in back and wanted to bounce back for sure.
Nate said that after the last game, you kind of took the blame for it. What did you see when you watched that game as to like why you were struggling?
I mean, I didn't even need to watch it again, to be honest with you. That was actually one of the couple games I didn't watch this year, just because I knew I didn't just from turnovers and shots that I usually I wouldn't get into it, and some of my layups I just wouldn't get into his body, and just things I know I can do, and things I did tonight I just wasn't doing in the last game. So I knew I had to be better for my team, and just try and do that each and every game.
When did you know tonight that, you did have it, your legs were fine and all that?
Early on, running up the court, just trying to push the pace. I felt good even getting into the paint early and finding my teammates and getting a couple of floaters down. It felt good. And then seeing a couple of mid-range shots go felt good. So I just had a really good warm-up, but I was focused early on today and all day just ready for the game to start. Yeah, for sure. I think people and fans don't necessarily sometimes, I don't want to say speak for everybody, but I think people just don't understand how big of an impact that is. And sometimes when guys get texts and when coach gets teched up, it just shows how fired up he is. And it gave everybody else on our team a boost. We all saw what was going on out there. We thought the tech was deserved, and me and Lou were down there talking. We were like, that's going to get us going. So it did. It turned it around, and I mean that's a well-earned tech from Nate for sure.
Since the NBA merged with the ABA, there are only two guys in league history to have more 40-point games for their careers at age 23 or younger. That's Michael Jordan and LeBron. When you entered the league, did you ever think that you would be in a category like that with those two guys?
Man, nah. To be honest with you, I never imagined it. I always dream of things like this, and like to be a part of categories and be a part of lists with the legends and guys that are played before me that I looked up to. But when the games are going on and whenever I'm practicing, like I'm always thinking about my team and like how we can win. And I know with the way I play and the way our team plays, I mean, I'm gonna go out there and make plays. So all the accolades and the stats and all that stuff is gonna come. But for me, I'm always just focused on my team and just letting the wins happen, because if we don't win, none of this stuff matters. Nobody cares about it, or especially me. So that's just how I feel about it.
I know when you entered the league, a lot of people thought that scoring would be something that would be a challenge for you, just because you're obviously not the biggest guy height-wise and weight-wise. Why do you think it has been something that you've obviously excelled at pretty much from day one?
I've always prided myself on just being a cerebral point guard since I was in high school. Going back to watching high school games now, it's just not the same. It's like I just always prided myself on being smarter than my defender. And so I think even getting up to the league, I still pride myself the same way and just trying to outsmart my defenders and the opposing team and what their coverage is and things like that. So scoring is never going to be a problem for me, whether they change all the rules or not. It's never been a problem. It's not going to. I just try to pride myself on outsmarting the defense and just trying to make the right read, because I know I can score at every level, and I can also get my teammates involved too.
On Zoom, we have a question from Leonardo Torres.
Hi, Trae. It's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win. Trae, how can you describe the offensive performance of the team tonight, of the entire team, not only you?
Yeah, we came out aggressive. Everybody was being aggressive, even Gallo, who, shot 1 for 9, but was aggressive for us. And even if he's not making shots, him being aggressive is big for us. Dre, I mean, the way he played, I mean, was big for us. And Kev, everybody played well. Even our bench guys coming in making plays. It's important to finish out these home games strong because we don't have very many of them left. So it was important for our guys to get going.
And just a quick follow for you. What do you think was the key tonight against the Raptors?
Just trying to figure out what they were in early on. They're a team that likes to switch and defensive coverages and things like that. So just trying to figure out early on what they were in. And they went to a box and one late, but some zone. But just really, we did a great job of just figuring out what they were in and then attacking it and just making plays, making the right reads.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Appreciate it.